As much as racing with your dad builds a bond, it also sometimes
Oh yeah.
pushes you away from each other. How and I find myself like I'm nervous if Harper Crew on a race to like turn off the competitive side and just be a dad and not fall into like what Mile Man did, just chewing my ass at the racetrack. How do you balance that as far as when it's time to be a dad, when it's time to be a mentor, and when it's time to be a driver coach, but also when it is time to give a constructive chewing?
Well, I definitely give the constructive chewing. So, I think for me, it got to a point with my dad where I didn't speak to him for 10 years, 15 years. So, it was big wedge as you look at that, because it just got so ugly. But there were a lot of things that were right as well, as far as how he had to deal with things, and the way he would push you, and the barriers that pushed you beyond, and the things that he made you do. And I think for me, I'm pretty strict with Keelan, as far as being responsible for the things that he does, and sometimes it's a little bit too far, but I think we've found a really good balance. I found a great kid to help me that helps from the coaching standpoint, and I remember this conversation like it was yesterday with Jeff Burton. He's like, "Hey, I'm going to give you some advice." He's like, you need to make sure that you coach through the coach. So I'll let things go. I like being there. He likes me being there, and we have a good time, and when it's finally to the point of stepping in and giving that ass chewing, I'll step in and give that ass chewing. And when because there are so many more things to learn other than go fast, turn left, go fast, turn right, brake, gas. Racing is there's so many valuable life lessons that people can learn in this sport, that go over, because it is a business. It does teach you have to be very dedicated to what you do to be able to do it well. Yeah. And those are hard things for people and parents outside of the sport to really understand, how to push their kids without thinking that they're pushing them too far. What is too far? Like,
right.
how do you know what's far enough to push your kid unless you push them too far?